Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. We've got an old favorite that I was drawn to this morning. Let's see what energies are coming in for you all, or what energies you are standing under at the moment. Let's see what we've got. Might be really busy at the moment. Dealing with some heavier things, maybe lightening your load when it comes to energy. Yeah, I do feel like you're being watched over as you kind of let go of certain energies. There could be certain people who are overly focused on you right now. It could be one specific person that is kind of laser locked in on what you're doing, who you're with. I do feel like this could be in almost a romantic way, but maybe even spying in like a spiritual way. They could be diving into tarot readings, maybe pulling their own cards, maybe going to readers when it comes to you and your energy, or trying to seek out readings that might tell them if they know kind of what your sign is. They might be trying to check into you, is kind of like a side note that I'm getting. You might feel that tug on your energy, but I feel like with everything you've got going on right now, all of the things that you're kind of invested in, I feel like it's you, your path, your purpose, what you want, your hopes and dreams, the people around you, your responsibilities. It's like everything that you've got going on right now. And for those of you who celebrate, Easter is coming up, so I don't know if you've got family coming, or maybe you're having a get together. You just might have a lot on your mind presently, right? If you get to this reading and it's well after Easter, no worries there. You just might have a lot on your plate, depending on the time of year and what you've got going on. All right. Yeah, I feel like, it's not an upsetting thing to have all of this going on. I feel like you're really tuned in, you're tapped in, you're really shining in a lot of different ways as well. I want to say in all the right ways, because I feel like with all these different colors here, I hear many hats, many hats. So it's like, you've got your expertise in a lot of different areas. It's like you're wearing all your hats to really make all of these things kind of really pull forward in a beautiful way. Yeah, and again, I've got that busy here, busy there. You might have to rush here, rush there, be on top of this, and then tackle that, right? All the while, you've got a lot of people watching, and I feel like a lot of people are drawn to your energy right now. I just feel like you've got a little something. I hear, because of the many hats, you've got a little something that everybody's interested in. It's like, they're interested in different things. It's like your wishes, hopes, and dreams. Okay, you've got a couple of people who are really interested in how you're pushing forward on those. And then you've got your family and how you're kind of interacting with them, and you're juggling this and you're juggling that. I just feel like there's a lot for people to see right now. It's not like you're trying to put on a show. Yeah, again, I get very busy energy, really buzzing around. Really, the one thing about the bee is this bee really does pollinate things for the future, for future growth. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. You could be working on something now, like a side project that becomes your main gig in the future. You could be really just be um, pouring in a little bit in a certain area, and you're pollinating that for future growth. And I feel like you've got a lot of different avenues. And I feel like you might have a lot of different avenues that you really do have an insane amount of growth upon. And it could be multiple streams of income. I hear different platforms. So for those of you who have channels, you might have you might have something on multiple platforms that you're starting, right? Let's see. It's just a lot of busyness. If you're not a creator. I feel like you're a creator in your own life. And I feel like you are creating multiple sources of divine energy or divine flow. So you've got a lot of avenues for blessings to kind of run down to meet up with you, right? Later. Yeah. Abundance, great abundance. And it's all because you're in alignment to receive those. I know I do say that a lot on this channel, but it really does take quite a bit of inside work to become aligned with everything that you want. It takes a lot of learning and unlearning, a lot of letting go, a lot of taking on, right? Um, your evolution takes a little bit of time, but I feel like I'm talking to a lot of people who may be just getting to this. For some of you, this is your routine. You know where you're at. You've been kind of living this lifestyle for a while. Yeah, very tuned in. I want to say you've got some divine blessings coming in as well. Some that might be a shock to you. You might not have seen these coming. Maybe something comes in sooner than you would imagine. I just get the feeling that you're in the right place, the right time, and all of a sudden, boom, it just happens for you, right? Like that strike of the lightning. It's all part of where you're supposed to be and where you're supposed to go. It all has to do with your passion and your purpose and spirit putting you where you need to be because you've done the work and got yourself in alignment with all that you deserve. Yeah, lots of happiness, lots of playfulness, lots of warmth. I feel like you might have a lot of people in your life who really gravitate to your energy because you vibrate so high. You pull them in such a beautiful way. You help them transform. They can see how you've done it. You're an inspiration. They want to do it too. You might even pull the shy people I hear the wallflowers off the wall, or the shy people out of the shadows, to really want to kind of grow and expand and reach for what I want to say belongs to them or what they could achieve. It's really gorgeous energy. I feel like you're swooping in, you're taking what's yours, you're in alignment with that, and it's so obvious to those looking in. They love the way you've run wild, the way that you're tapped in. Your intuition could be very, very strong. Doesn't matter what you do in this lifetime. You could be a school teacher, a librarian. I heard you could play video games professionally. So I'm hearing all sorts of things. It's lots of different things. I see somebody with their survival channel. It's like you could be doing just about anything. You could be an accountant, you could be a doctor, lawyer, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, your intuition plays a huge role in why you're a couple steps ahead of the rest. No matter what kind of what your thing is, it's like you're a couple steps ahead because your intuition plays such a large role in what you're doing and what you're creating. I feel like you're very aware that you create. Yeah, you're very aware that you create this. There may be a lot of people who really want to become part of your team, or they may want to collab with you and form these really strong bonds that they can come back to, right? It's like you're the type of friend to have. That light just looked like it got really bright there. And that I hear when you're around, it's a brighter day. Could be something like that, or the fact that you just shine. Wow, you're so resilient. There's just something about you that inspires those around you, that makes them feel warm, that makes them feel happy, that makes them feel connected. It is your energy. It's the energy that you've been gifted by divine. It's there for grander purpose. It serves you in many, many beautiful ways. And the fact that you're radiating this and you've gotten yourself to the point where you can, it assists others as well. Those of those that are around you that may be kind of in waiting, stuck, maybe under heavier energy, I hear in the hot seat. You know, they may see how you kind of maneuver and take notes and kind of apply that to their own life. I feel like if you were stuck in energy that was not moving forward recently, I just feel like you may have some new connections coming in that are going to help you. I see this lizard running across the hot sand. So it's like, maybe you had to maneuver some tough things. Whether you're in alignment or not, there are going to be those moments where you have to do hard things. Let me just tell you, if there is anyone out there who is completely capable and has all the tools necessary to handle just about anything and everything, it's you, collective. You have what it takes to get where you want to go, to do what you want to do, to be who you need to be, and who spirit sees you to be. I want to say you're one of those souls that is like the overachiever soul. There's just something about you. It's like you may even surprise spirit with the things that you do, the way your magic kind of comes into play. You may be very aware of what type of magic you hold and how you share it. And I feel like spirit is even surprised. It's like we have free will choice, and it's like spirit needs you to do X, Y, and Z. Well, you do X, Y, and Z, and then you restart the alphabet and run all the way through it. It's like you've just got more to give, and it is of your own free will. It's of your own volition, right? Is what I hear. Yeah. Always learning, always growing, always expanding. You could be either stepping out of a very quiet period, where there was a lot of illumination, a lot of growth going on, could have been throughout the winter months, and now getting ready to step out in the spring. For others of you, you may be getting ready to kind of go into, to fall into yourself, to kind of learn, grow, and expand again. It might be a quiet period for you, for some. You'll know where you are on that. um, I feel like you'll feel it, like you need time for yourself, or you need time to kind of go through what you're going through, right? Everybody here listening in is on a different leg of the journey. Yeah. I feel like we've got glow up energy here, all eyes on you. I do feel like it could be a lot of, now this isn't the most ultra spiritual thing, but I feel like you look really good. I don't know if you've lost weight, if you've gained weight, it may be none of that at all. A lot of times that vibration from the inside radiates out so powerfully that you just become a magnet for like loving eyes or interested people, right? There's just something about you. It could be, you just wake up the next day and you've got new energy, right? Downloaded through the night, you've got that glow up energy, and maybe you're just vibrant. I don't know. Your energy just is inviting. A lot of people may want to communicate with you, talk with you. They see your value. And I feel like you may have a lot of people around you, especially with your gifts, your hopes, your dreams. They may be wanting to help you kind of nurture those things. I feel like not only do you want to experience these really beautiful things, I feel like there are a lot of people around you who really want to help you achieve those things because they see you as this golden egg. They see your value. And this could be in a million different ways. I'm not going to go ahead and list them out because I feel like we could be here for a week. All the things that you do, collective, that make you so special. It's so funny. My mouth wanted to get very creative there and throw out some very adult language. So it's like there may be somebody there who is ultra passionate about you, and it's like they may speak very, very highly of you. And I feel like this could be one person or a small group of people who just, they are so on your team. It's like if there are fans on the sidelines rooting you on, it is this group of people. And it's not to say that they don't have their own accomplishments and they're not all absolutely amazing too, but they see your value. And I want to say they're in the grandstands, they've got the signs, they've got the flags, they've got the t-shirts with your face on it. It's like they're really all about you. They really want to see you do well. It's like I hear it's about time you shine. It's about time you're out there doing what you want to do. It's about time you've kind of come into your own. I do feel that energy here. There's a lot of emphasis on you being that golden egg. And I feel like you may also have a golden opportunity coming your way. It may be to work with someone or to take on a certain position. It could be a move. It could require a move, and maybe one with a little bit more cushion, a little bit more fluff. I want to say maybe doing less work and gaining that much more. It could be a really cushy position is what I hear. So it could be for some. You could be up for that raise. You might not even know it, but you may be considered at work as being, you're not one of the ones that could fall off the map. It's like they need you. It's like what services you provide, you can't be replaced. It's like, and I feel like there are a lot of people out there who recognize that, not only in the workplace, but I feel like in life in general. It's like there's something about your energy that cannot be replaced. It's like they could go over here, but it's just not the same. They could go over there, it's just not the same. They don't shine like you do. Something about your depth, and I feel like that comes through in a million different ways as well. The way that you love, the way that you nurture others, the way you give pieces of yourself. I hear the way you listen, the way you care. Sometimes it's a quiet strength that I'm seeing the little doe. It's like sometimes it's a quiet strength that really makes you so powerful and makes you so important, right? Doesn't always have to roar. And I feel like collective, you might know that it doesn't always have to roar. I hear the rook. I hear the rookie. So you may be just starting out, and maybe kind of balancing out your dark and your light. For those of you who are doing that, you're taking on a lot of new energy. Be patient with yourself. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens in spurts, in bumps, in dreams, in visions, and through heartache, through tears, and through work and taking the physical steps that you need to take to get where you're going. So there's a lot that goes into this spiritual journey. There's a lot of physical energy that also goes into the spiritual journey, right? So be patient with yourself, and congratulations. Welcome to the journey, because it's actually really, really exciting. It's really, really fun. There are a lot of really beautiful things to experience along the journey. I want to say you're protected along the way. You are that cosmic egg. Spirit's kind of protecting you from any type of harm, making sure you grow strong and powerfully all on your own, that you can stand all on your own. A lot of new information coming in, could be psychically as well. For those of you who don't consider yourself to be new, that's only for who it was for. All of the rest, I want to say, even the ones who are young on the journey, you may have a huge influx of spiritual energy and or spiritual knowledge. I want to say, yeah, I hear knowledge, wisdom, of the occult, or something more. It's like something more magical, something more. I hear it's beyond. It may be coming through in really interesting ways as well. Could be through visions, could be through channels. I want to say it's all upper chakras. So I want to say from the heart chakra up, and I want to say even up above the body, like soul star and above. I want to say it's really connecting in there. You could have a day where you're just so tuned in, tapped in, that it's like reality doesn't seem as much like reality. Or you may start to see reality a little bit differently. It's like there's more to it, and your eyes might be just opening to that for some. There's a lot of forward movement coming very, very quickly as well. I want to say that one, that new energy coming in, it could be for everyone in different ways and to different levels. I do feel like it is going to propel you forward no matter who you are. Okay, that one wants to come out. We've got mirroring energy. I feel like you, first and foremost, are mirroring out your energy. And of course, it's really, really helpful to those around you. Yeah, they're going to be picking the bones clean, taking everything they can from that energy that you're offering. Spirit is having you do their work, right? You are assisting. You've incarnated for grander purpose, and that's what you're helping with. I hear divine plan going into effect is what I heard. So it's like, I do feel like this is all just part of the plan. Everything's connecting as it should. Might have some new clever ideas coming in. They could stem from the spiritual and then, of course, ground down into the physical to create something tangible, right? Is what I'm hearing. So you may have an idea about, it's like, and it might be something kind of like out there. It's like, maybe I should try my hand over here. It's not something I would normally do. take notice of those things, those pulls, those nudges to things that are maybe outside of your comfort zone or not something you would normally think of, because I do feel like those are yeah, those are that's divine speaking out into the void, and you're catching that vibration. There's a reason you're catching that. It's meant to, one, open your eyes, and two, get you to start shining in a different way. It's a new opportunity to become more of yourself, just a new facet, a new form. I want to say all of you are these gorgeous, multifaceted gem clusters, right? You've got so much more. I hear you're so much more than meets the eye. And I feel like you need to know that, and Spirit wants you to know that they see you as that. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yeah, I hear keep soaring above the rest. Keep doing what you're doing. You are doing really beautiful work. Like I said, you're waking those up that have maybe otherwise would have stayed asleep, right? You're helping them see through the dark and guiding them towards the light by mirroring out these energies that you've decided to carry. Yeah. Nurturing, warmth, powerful. I feel like they want to be like that. And I feel like that's what draws them out of their darkness. That's what draws them out. They see your warmth. They see that sunlight, that warmth. They see that protection and that strength. And they want to take that on. A lot of times those who come out of the dark have been in a weakened state for maybe too long, or they feel like it's just not safe out there, right? It's just not safe to be who I want to be. It's not safe for me to show the world who I am. They'll pick me apart. But I feel like with time and growth and energy and light and divine direction, we all come out of our shells and become who we're meant to become. These souls are no different. They're ready for your energy to kind of light them up in the darkness, right? And guide them through. I feel like in certain ways you will. And it's not anything you have to do, take somebody on as a project. It's nothing like that. It is simply by you being you and setting that example. Yeah. You light, I see this lighting up, flying through the darkness. It's like that soft green glow. It almost looks like a fairy kind of flying through the forest with other little blinking lights. It kind of looks really magical going on. And I feel like that's what Spirit's trying to get out there. It's very magical how this all comes about. There will be a lot of things on this journey that simply cannot be explained. They do not have grounding in what we would consider reality, and it's not supposed to. You're meant to experience. Now, not everybody does. Going through this lifetime, there will be a lot of people who don't understand your magic, who just can't get behind it, and that's okay. Those aren't your people, right? Some are simply not meant to wake up throughout this lifetime. They are also here as teachers, for those of you who are kind of confused about that. They're meant to stay in a certain vibrational level to show you what it looks like if you do not rise. And that is for your growth and theirs, right? They will ignore the call and then get to the point where their soul is so ready that they're hungry for the growth, right? And it might not be in this lifetime. It might translate onto their next. And I feel like that's just knowledge that you're meant to hold and carry, because I feel like there's a certain person, or it could be a certain few of you who are really upset that someone is not rising to the occasion, that someone around you is not growing and expanding. It's like, we're all supposed to do that. Yes and no, right? I feel like now you know. Some are simply here to show you, like I said, what it looks like if you don't rise, what it looks like, how you walk through life with regrets and not shining all those gorgeous facets of self. It's like you have so much more to give. And I feel like you being able to see that just shows that you're on a growing journey right now. That person's next life could be filled with the same type of things that you're going through now, right? It just depends on what you incarnate here to do. We all kind of have greater purpose. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Yeah. Build strong, build beautiful. I want to say enjoy what you're creating. I want to say it's something long lasting, collective. I feel like because you're ticking all the boxes, you're really going through the divine's checklist. It's like you need this, 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 and this to rise to the next platform. And then you've got to hit these keynotes here in order to get to the next. And I feel like you are just ever growing, ever expanding. And I feel like so much so that you surprise the divine with all that you, it's like this is what you've incarnated to take on. And this is all the extras that you don't have to, but you want to, right? I feel like your soul is just one of those. I hear a fantastic beast. It's like you're powerful along this journey. Is there anything else? Yeah, I want to say open up to receive all that's coming in your direction. I feel like there's so much more. And even I feel like you've had so much growth already. You're like, there can't be more. But I hear, but wait, there's more. There is more. There's more to expand and grow too. It's never ending. You never have to cap off your growth or where you could go or who you could become. It's limitless. You are a limitless being. And it's about time that you heard it and you recognized it and you felt it. All right, that's what we have today. I love the spiritual messages. I feel like when spirit comes through and they've got so much to say about who you are and who you can be and how you're on your way to becoming that, it's so beautiful to see. I love when spirit comes in just to boost you, right? To boost us all, really. All right, let's see your initials, their initials, and any other messages that may channel through, maybe with this reading or something outside of it. You know, could be something a little different that they just want to get out as a side note. Don't fear if you don't see your initials out here today. If you felt the message, any bit of it, if any bit of it resonated with you, tuck that in, take it with you. It is absolutely for you. No worries if you don't find your initial. We have a blank here, insert initial there. Yeah, always go with what you feel. Always trust what you feel. I feel like follow that intuition, feel it. If it's right for you, you'll know. I see boy, but this is the type of boy that makes me think that there's like player-esque energy attached to it. They may be trying to move people out of your vicinity or out of your way. I feel like this might be someone who wants to grow but feels like they're not on your level yet. It's like they almost kind of hope that you slow down or you just pause for a second so they can catch up. I feel like they're not used to being the one who's not in the top spot in whatever they do. Now, this could be a masculine or a feminine, doesn't really matter. I'm kind of feeling both here. But I feel like, you know, they love the way you shine. They just want you to view them as an equal and not as someone that has to be taught. I don't know. I feel like this is someone who's still embarrassed to be the student. And I feel like you're not like that. I feel like you know that to move through this journey in a really amazing way, you have to be willing to be the student and the teacher all at once. It's like you know that that's part of becoming who you're meant to become. So it's like this person may be a little younger on the journey, but they want to be where you are. I don't know if they're trying to maybe pretend they're where you are because I feel like you may be a little intimidating, but they still want time with you. They still want energy. I'm seeing it twice. That's so strange. Oh, I heard come back around. So there may be a person that has come back around energy. And it may be the same person that you thought of that was maybe, I don't want to say not on your level, but maybe they looked at it that way. I don't feel like you would look at them that way. I feel like you would look at just everyone as they're on their own journey, right? But I feel like this person kind of ego-wise or nervousness or, you know, fears had them playing a role, trying to pretend they're more than they were, just to kind of get your attention. I feel like that's what it comes down to. They really just wanted your attention. So funny. I was drawn to, I have bind runes on my wrist, and I was just kind of moved over to kind of scratch the one that is the symbol of protection, right? So I kind of feel like, I don't know if they feel like you are gifted more than the rest or protected more than most. It's like there's something special about you that really draws this person in, but I feel like they're looking at it in an ego way and not in a spiritual way. It's like their eyes aren't open to it just yet to see it the way you do. And it's like, yeah, I just feel like there's more work that person needs to do. I feel like if they're in your energy, or if they come back around into your energy, they may see more than they've seen before, and it may open them up to see things kind of from your perspective. It may help them calm down a bit and really enjoy this part of the journey. I hear something about a doormat, and I heard don't be the doormat. Don't take that energy. Um, This is a totally, completely separate message. And I want to say I hear it's for the people pleasers. So if you find yourself in people pleasing energy, just know that that doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you unintelligent. It makes you a loving, caring, and kind person who has had to set boundaries on how they give, because there are takers in your life that take too much. Um, so it's nothing wrong with you, and it's kind of everything wrong with them. And I need to point that out to you, because I feel like you almost berate yourself for being this type of loving person in a world that doesn't really understand your level of love and kindness, right? It's like you'd give the shirt off your back, or maybe you would have before, but now you feel like you have to hesitate. You have to cap off how you give because others just don't reciprocate in the right ways, right? Um, I do want to say, do not become the doormat for somebody's, I want to say, piss poor behavior is what I hear. I don't love the energy that's coming through here. And I want to tell you that um, I want to say you're worthy of good things, and you're worthy of the energy that you give. And you always need to keep that in mind. I know it's upsetting because we feel like everybody should come from this place in the heart space and just give. The world would be such a great place, right? I get it. I do. Trust me. Um, but I feel like you may become somebody's doormat if you don't really kind of assert those boundaries, because those takers are not going to do it, right? Um, so if you've gotten to that place, and where you're stronger now, it's like in the scrutiny doesn't bother you, the backhanded compliments don't get to you, or you don't let them, right? I feel like it's one specific person that's really just uh, they're just not going to grow in this lifetime. And I am kind of connecting it back to the reading. There are certain people who are just not meant to grow and expand in this lifetime. They're meant for you to see what it looks like if you don't, right? What it looks like if you never come into your heart space. Um, these people will always swim the surface, and they'll never dive any deeper because they don't want to see their faults. They don't want to, it's like they want to redirect the energy. They want your faults to be out there on display so they can tuck their own in, right? This is someone who's never gotten to a point with spiritual maturity, right? I do see something about a partner coming in. I am seeing wolves as well. Wolves could have a significance for someone. I also hear something about foxes and something about eagles. So I don't know if there's like a like energy. It's like I do hear something about spirit animals. All right, I don't know if somebody's looking into spirit animals or connecting with animal energy. It's like connecting with the bee, very busy, very fast paced, right? Um, kind of really nurturing things so they grow in the future, right? You could be in that energy. It's like everything can be translated to an animal energy, everything that we're kind of going through. You may be doing that, or you may be seeing a certain animal If you do, it's like maybe you're seeing a butterfly. You could be transforming very soon and becoming a newer, more beautiful version of self, right? Um, Pay attention to the animals that kind of cross your path. They may have a message for you or repeatedly cross your path. Could be more than one energy as well. Look into those, see what their energies represent in your life if you feel called to. It's probably for you, right? All right, let's see. What else do we have here? What else do we have? All right, what do we have for the collective here? What are you? Oh, okay. The spider, the web, everything's connected. I hear something more about divine energy and cosmic connection. We do have spirituality here. We have a cross. We do have a little black cat here for lucky energy. We've got the tiny little snake. I wanted to say Ophiuchus energy, so could be for some. Um, let's see what we've got going on here. You may have somebody coming in wanting to be part of your web. It may have something to do with spiritual backing. Um, and yeah, backing. I hear somebody may want to help you grow and expand in some way, shape, or form. They may just be part of your web coming up. They might make their way to the inner web as well and become someone that you really trust. I hear something about letting go of all toxicities, um, or letting go of certain ones. It's like when they bubble up, you pull them up by the roots and you let them fall to the wayside. I feel like I'm talking to someone who is literally just a beast on the journey. It's like they notice something, that something is off. They really kind of sit with themselves. They really dig in deep. And if there's something that they need to face head on, they do. And I want to say that makes you such a powerful soul. Wow. I feel like you're not going to let these toxicities rule you. You're not going to let fears rule you. You're not going to let things get out of control or out of proportion in your life. You're going to see it for what it is when it kind of bubbles up to the surface and face it head on. I want to say that's the way you really, yeah, that's why you stay so stable and so steady, is because you don't let things rock the boat. You don't let things really get to a point where you're in trouble or you're drowning, right? Something with the sea as well. Something with the sea. I hear sand and shore. So could be where you live, could be where you feel comfortable, could be where you're moving, could be where you're vacationing. There's something about that here. I feel like I hear something about building sandcastles. So that could be coming in as well. Here's something about pirates. I don't know. I can't. It's on the outskirts right now. If it's meant to come in, it will. We're just gonna move forward. Yeah, we've got the dolphins. Again, it's more about learning to. I hear learning to tread water in a really powerful way. These dolphins, they slice right through. They can keep up with the boats, right? And I feel like this is the type of energy. Now maybe before you were treading water when you had too many toxicities or you were carrying too much lower energy. I feel like once you decided to let those things go, you started not just treading water, you started gliding, cutting through it. I just see that dolphin swimming with the others and cutting through the waves along with like a speedboat that's going. So I do feel like um, you've really just found your rhythm. And I want to say it's your natural rhythm. So that's really beautiful. There's something about the soul. I always see Ophiuchus as being either or soul. So you could be taking on some new things or shining new facets of self. Again, I see someone polishing this huge gem. It looked like an angel with wings, taking some soft something and polishing the gem. And I do feel like that's you polishing yourself up, just a new facet might be coming to light. If you have a new gift, it might be stepping through. I noticed I was experiencing something the other day that was quite new for me. So spiritually, you may have some new gifts coming in. So that could be for some if you are already on the gifted side. If you are new to the gifts and the spiritual journey, you may have your first couple of new experiences coming in soon. A lot of change, a lot of growth. I hear new season, new season. I feel like we're going into a new season here. Yeah, it's taking you through to new seasons. We're going into growth and expansion. And then all the way through fall, I feel like there's going to be a huge amount of movement forward. I want to say don't worry about the snakes. If there are snakes, I do feel like spirit is shielding you. I do hear golden egg, which makes me think of the card with all that really cushy nest. You might have some lucky experiences coming in too. You could win some money. Could be a windfall of money, could be a windfall of blessings. I hear wealthy in this lifetime, wealthy. So it could come in a ton of different ways. But I do feel like you'll know if that's for you. I feel like you'll start to see everything that's coming in because of it. You could have a boost in your job. Like I said, boost in the income, stability, just a lot coming in. A lot. I hear right place, right time, and I'm seeing 222. I'm also seeing 777. So it's like lucky, and then but you're meant to be there. So it's like, is it really lucky or is it just meant for you? Right? I kind of get both. I love that. All right, collective, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.